Alright, so we are starting 6.7, graph linear inequalities. In order to graph a linear inequality, we are going to test points on a graph and see if that point is true when we plug it in to our inequality. So, as you can see on our graph here, there are all these big dots on these different points. I want you guys to notice that there is not a dot on every single point in the graph. This point here we also could test. We could also test this point here. We could test any point on the graph, but in order to save time, we're just going to test the points that have a circle on them, and then we're going to see if we can notice a pattern. So let's start by picking this point. This point is at x equals 0, y equals 4. So our inequality is y is greater than or equal to x plus 2. So we're going to plug in 4 for y, plug in 0 for x, and we get 4 is greater than or equal to 2. 4 is greater than 2. This is true. So we are going to color in this circle. Alright, what about this point here? This is at x equals 2, y equals 4. So, our inequality is y is greater than or equal to x plus 2. We plug in 4 for y, 2 for x. We get 4 is greater than or equal to 4. It is true that 4 is equal to 4. So we are going to color in this dot.
Good morning, Lindbergh.
Alright, let's test one more point together. This point here is at x equals 4, y equals 4. So when we plug this in to our inequality, we plug in 4 for y, 4 for x, and we get 4 is greater than or equal to 6. This is false. This is not true. So instead of coloring in this circle, you can put an x through it. Alright, so for your homework, I want you to check the rest of the points on this graph, the rest of the circles. And once you've done that, come down here, and I also want you to graph the line y equals x plus 2 onto this same graph. See if you can notice a relationship between what you shaded in and this line and the inequality that you are using. When you're finished with this, tomorrow in class we are going to discuss it and learn more about how to graph linear inequalities.